Hello, I'm Jodie Sangster, CEO of ADMA, and welcome to the Q&A on compliance. There are two key themes under the Privacy Act that came in when the Privacy Act was reviewed, and they are about transparency and about choice. And as companies, we have an obligation to make sure that we are transparent about what we're doing with data and how we're using personal information, and providing the individual with choice to use as to how that information is used. Now, previously, transparency and choice has always been, I've got to have a privacy policy and I've got to give individuals an opportunity to opt out. But the world is changing and the way that we use data is changing. So yes, you have to have a privacy policy, and yes, you have to make sure that you give individuals the opportunity to opt in or opt out as the case may be. But it also means that on an ongoing basis, you need to be keeping the consumer up to date with what's happening with their data. So thinking about how can I be more transparent to consumers? Maybe once a quarter we remind consumers how we're going to use the data, or if something has changed. I love the way you see apps now that you give consent at the beginning, but if something changed, something pops up and says this is what's happening, and you press yes or no and move on. And that really is the new form of transparency and choice. It's this ongoing iterative process of making sure consumers know what's happening, are comfortable with it, and are agreeing to what you're asking them to do.